Welcome back, everyone! I am the MoeChicken, and this is more Castlevania Symphony of the Night Maria mode. And in the last episode, we did things, and now we're going to do more things. That is the easiest way to explain what is going on. Specifically, I think today we are going to try to get to the, I want to try and get over to the chapel, the Royal Chapel, because I feel like that's a large area that I haven't been to yet, and it's somewhere that's going to be fun to explore, so there you go. Now, to explain a little bit more about what actually did happen last episode. Last episode, I fought the Karasuman, the giant crow guy, and he actually hit me. I know that sounds douchey to say it that way, but it's just a surprise, because, like, that enemy has a very easily exploitable pattern. Namely, if you hit it on the first time that it kind of like bumps up, it will always just kind of bounce away from you, and it's not very hard to do that. And then as long as you continue to hit it while it's in the air, it just never does anything. It just continues to like back away from you, and so it's just super easy to get past. And so I had never seen any of its attacks. And its attacks are kind of cool, actually. I was kind of interested to see some of the other stuff it could do. Kick. I want to kick the spectral sword. Come on, kick. Kick. Come on. Come on, I'm going to kick you. Kick! It wasn't enough. Now, this is one major issue with Maria in general, is that she kind of has like a... like, the power curve isn't really great for her. In the sense that, like, she will rapidly become very weak compared to some, like, where Alucard would be at the same point. Because, you know, her primary attacks are the, like, charge attack thing. And that uses magic. And so if you're out of magic, you're kind of out of luck, so to speak, and all you got is your kick. And I mean, the Maria kick is mighty, don't get me wrong. But, you know, it's not a whole lot to go on. It's very short range, and there's a little bit of a cooldown with it. Not too much of one, though. I actually thought it took longer than that. That's pretty fast. Anyway, but we'll keep going as long as we can. Now, I know fighting as Maria would be a lot easier if I was better at the special moves. That was where we fought Karasuman. But I'm not. Honestly, I'm just not super good at them. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just am not great at fighting games. And, yeah. Oh, I always loved this. So this is one of those things that shows off how, like, what do you call it? Atmospheric and cool they made this game. So you come in here and it's all dark, and you see, like, something in the background, but you can't tell what it is. But you do see this platform, so you jump on it, and then this happens. It's like it lights the torches. It lights the torches. Isn't that neat? I love that. I always thought that was really cool. And if you were to go this way, this actually leads to the, this is the staircase that normally leads to the throne room. We're not going there quite yet. But it's just such a neat, like, I don't know. It's very dramatic, and it's just cool. I like it a lot. But this is probably the area that I'm most, well, that's not true. I was gonna say, this is the area that I'm most disappointed that we, are playing as Maria, meaning we don't get to see any of the cool, like, gear and stuff. A lot of different areas in the castle have really cool gear. This is just one of them, and it is a disappointment, because there are some cool things in here that we will not get because we are Maria, and we don't need weapons because we have our mighty kick, and we have our mighty beam. Now, I came up here because there's all kinds of goodies up here, and I want them. And now that I know that they're valuable, I actually want to get them. And there's also a map to fill out, I think. Is that enough? Let's see. Is that enough to get it? Yeah, okay. That's one of the things that drives me crazy about the map in Symphony of the Night, is that it has no, like, tolerance in terms of, like vertical tolerance or anything like that. So if you're trying to get, like, something up in a corner, you have to jump up in that corner to get it. And it's just sort of annoying a lot of the time. Like, you know, what I was doing there was going and, what do you call it? I was like trying to go up into the very top of the ceiling to get the last little bit. Otherwise, I would have missed it. And I know that there's not really any reason to do that as Maria, but it's just a, I don't know, it's a habit of mine. Oh, hang on. I gotta do this. Wait, well, I gotta kill him first. Get you killed. Die. Die. Alright. I am Bishoujo Senshi Maria! In the name of the moon! I will punish you! Hang on. I'm gonna get that. I wanna get a good one. No, come on. I want to get a good pose. Let's see. That's pretty good. Bishoujo Senshi Maria! I remember a long time ago I attempted to do not a spoken Let's Play, but rather a written one, like a text one, and I think the first image I used was that of like Maria as next to the moon and sort of a Sailor Moon pose. Yeah, yep. I actually didn't get that far. I'm kind of glad to be playing the game again to give it, the credit that is due. Oh, and that would have been the Daybreak Sword, I think. I think that's the Daybreak Sword. Either that or it's the Daybreak Sword in the reverse castle, but Daybreak Sword's so cool. It's so cool, and I can't use it. For those who don't know, the Daybreak Sword, because I'm just talking about it like everybody knows what it is, the Daybreak Sword is an Alucard two-handed sword that has the special ability that it can summon minions. Like, you can basically use the little, roll to forward attack thing, basically that, and Alucard will like summon a like skeletal soldier to fight for him, and I want to say there's like 6 different kinds. There's like there's a sort of like a cavalier or a knight that just kind of like walks forward and will defeat enemies that he runs into. There is a sort of like, looks like a hermit sage type character that will kind of, I think he like summons arrows that seek onto enemies. There's a priestess who will did I get it? Did I finally get it? Okay, I can move on. There's a priestess who will like make a giant fireball over her head and throw it forward. There is an archer. That's just 4 though. I feel like there are more than that, but I'm not remembering them. Anyway, and in addition, there's like different versions, so like you can summon like a blue one, or a green one, or a red one, and they have like different power levels and all kinds of cool stuff. And then there's even the possibility that you will summon like what they call a skeleton army, which is what it sounds like. It's an army. It's like all of them at once. It's just so neat. I don't know. It's one of those weapons that when I found out about it, because I didn't find it my first time. Oh, Castle Keep. There you go. Now we know. I'm surprised it didn't tell me that when I got here before, but whatever. It's just one of those weapons that has just the coolest effects, makes the game fun, all of that. And now here's the Max Knights, and I'm going to shoot them until they're dead. There you go. Have fun. Have fun with my Mighty Maria shots. Mighty Maria kick! Dang, I just like plowed through him. That was awesome. I want to do that again. Let's see. Is he going to be back? I think there are more on the other end. Okay, I'll keep going. Yeah, just, I've gushed so much about Symphony of the Night, and no one needs to hear it, because everyone knows this game's great already. But I'll talk about it some more anyway. I just love, like this room right here. They didn't have to put this here. They didn't have to make like special roof tiles, which actually now that I'm looking at them are kind of messed up. It looks like the stone pillars that are holding up the like up on the top actually just kind of crashed down through the top of this area. I don't know. That's a little odd. I never really noticed that. But they didn't like that, and that woodwork down below. All of this not necessary, but it looks awesome. It's so cool, and I love it. So, moving on. I think this is the way to the chapel, I believe. Ha-ha! Maybe the chapel? Let's see. Maybe. Okay, yes, I am in the Royal Chapel, and there are bells, and you can ring them. I love it. I love that you can ring them. I think what makes me so excited about this game in particular is it sort of, it went out of its way to be more visually appealing than it had to be, I guess I could say. Like, there are so many things they could have just kind of gotten away with. Like, there was no precedent in Castlevania before this that really made it seem like they had to do any of this. Like, they didn't have to make it ultra deluxe, all fancy-dancy. If they didn't want to, they chose to, and as a result of that, they sort of established the high level of quality that I think a lot of people associate with the Castlevania series. I do, at least. I know I associate them with being really quality, well-made games, and I think a large part of it is thanks to this game. So, yeah. Now, I think right up ahead we will fight a boss, and that will probably be it for this particular episode. So let me charge up. Charging up my name! Whoa! It's powerful now! And now we will fight... what is this thing? A hippogriff? Hippogriff? Is this a hippogriff or a griffin? I think it's a griffin, actually. We charge it up, we shoot it, it's a good time. Now, while I'm fighting this thing, look at that painting in the background. I remember thinking that that painting was, like, super macabre the first time I saw it. And, it's just... Well, this is working. Okay. Have some axes. More axes. Have some more axes. It's a good time. More axes. I defeated it already. Wow. Axes work really well on that thing. I feel like that should have been harder than it was. But I'll end off with us looking at this awfully macabre painting with this person over here who looks like they were stabbed through the head and like winged skeletons with scythes, and this person who's like been stabbed in the back and they're like trying to ward off the skeleton above, and this creepy guy over here. It's just really intensely macabre, and it's cool, and it does not show up anywhere else in the palace. Once again, excellent attention to detail. Alright, I'm the MoeChicken, this is Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and as always, thanks for stopping by. Whoa!